So if you want to listen to this in a still position, then you can just let yourself take all the time that you need to arrive to that position. So let yourself fidget as much as you need to. Maybe do some neck rolls, some shoulder rolls, some cat-cows with the spine, side body bends, torso twists, anything at all that your body's calling for. And if your body's calling for stillness right now, listening to that as well. So just tuning into your body, into your sense of feeling, and really just letting yourself move or not move in whatever ways feel natural and right to you right now. And no rush whatsoever. You can continue to move throughout this practice at any point when you feel like you need to. If you are feeling ready to come to a more still position, you can do so whenever that time comes. And just coming to a place where your spine is nice and straight, and you can allow the eyes to gently close if you're in a space where you feel safe to do so. And you can mark your arrival into your body today, into this practice, with a full intentional cleansing breath. A long, slow inhale in through the nose, just letting yourself fill up fully to every corner and edge. And then once you're full, holding that for just a moment to really experience this fullness. And without straining as you need to, slowly letting that go. Gently letting all this air exit your body as you gently pull the navel toward the spine at the bottom to just get that last bit of stagnant air out of you as you again pause to just feel what that emptiness feels like. And then allow your next breath to come as it's needed. And you can continue to breathe like this for as many rounds as it feels good, just exaggerating the 4 parts of your breath. So just taking a few more sips of air than you might normally, holding that breath for a few more moments, exhaling a bit more fully, and then holding that exhale out of you for a few more seconds. Just dropping into your breath, into your body. Maybe envisioning helpful things coming into you, whatever that means to you as you inhale. Envisioning things you no longer need, leaving you as you exhale. And again, you can continue to breathe like this for as long as it feels good. But if at any point you're feeling ready to let go of this control over your breath, then you may do so. And allow yourself to step into the role of the observer, the role of the witness, into a point where you simply watch your body breathing you. Remembering that the breath can be either voluntary or automatic. So playing around with that control and then release of control as we begin today. Seeing if you can just allow your body to breathe totally on its own. And you are just a witness to that process. Knowing that sometimes this feels very difficult to do, so it is okay if that's where you're at right now. And starting to bring some awareness to your face. And just letting your awareness rest on the muscles of your face, the shape that your face is in, and any expression that might be communicated by your face. Maybe some tightness in the jaw or lips. Maybe a furrow of your brow or tightness of the forehead. And just as you notice these areas, it gives you that space to allow these areas to soften instead. So just letting your jaw be totally heavy as your tongue releases from the roof of the mouth. As the lips soften, the edges of the mouth, and the chin. Allowing your nostrils to release. And letting this naturally spread to the cheeks, to the upper jaw and the ears. Softening the eyes, the eyelids, the eyeballs, the eyebrows, and the forehead. Maybe letting your inner gaze peer into the forehead, and just noticing anything at all that you might see in this space, even if it is just darkness. Just staring into that space. As you just feel this softness as it continues to cascade across your hairline, down across the scalp, and down all sides of your neck, as your shoulders release down away from the ears. Your arms become heavy, and your hands soften, just allowing for that natural curve of your fingers. And as you're feeling this softness, especially if you're sitting upright, you may notice this sort of concaving of your heart, maybe this hunching of the shoulders or dropping of the head. That's totally okay. We're just noticing the shape that you're in. That more curved shape is coming with this relaxation. And now just envisioning the corners of your shoulders, the tips of your shoulders that are furthest away from each other. And just almost imagine as if there was a string holding them gently away from each other, that you feel some broadness across your collarbones. And you allow your heart to sit right in between the upper arms in this more proud position. And just feeling the breath now entering into your lungs more easily, maybe into your stomach. As you soften all the muscles of the abdomen just enough so that it can still keep you upright, but just letting go of any unnecessary tension, anything that's just extra and not contributing to your posture. Allowing your glutes to totally relax, your pelvic floor to soften, and the entire length of your legs and feet and toes. Just releasing your lower body into the weight of the surface that supports you, or into the full weight of your body. And just allowing yourself to be fully supported by whatever surface is beneath you and by the earth beneath that surface. As you just remember the force of gravity constantly hugging you close to this earth, keeping everything where it needs to be. And just the hugging of your skin. As you bring some awareness to your skin, just to the point where your body meets the air that surrounds you, or even the clothes that touch your skin. Just that thin barrier between the outside world and your inside world. And as you're feeling your skin, whatever area you feel drawn to specifically is fine. But just remembering how your skin is this largest organ in your body, and it has pores covering its entire surface. And just feeling how these pores are gently opening and closing right along with your breath. Just feeling this full-bodied breath. And just trusting the intelligence of your own body. Trusting that nothing will enter you that is harmful to you in any way. Your skin will protect you. And that your skin knows things that would be helpful to you and will naturally absorb these things into your body. And just feeling this new air flushing your system, entering in through every pore, through the nose, and just letting yourself be cleansed with each breath that your body takes. Remembering how you yourself are a natural filter. And maybe bringing some awareness into your heart as well as you do this process. And just remembering the power of this heart that's inside of you. And how there is nothing you are doing particularly to make your heart beat. And how this is a pure gift and a reminder of the pure gift that your life is. And this heart is your direct connection to whatever source of energy allows your heart to beat, allows us all to be here, whatever that means to you. And this source contains so much love to allow us all to be here. So you have a direct line, a direct connection to all of the love that exists, all of the love that we all come from. You have a direct connection to that through your body, through your heart. And so any darkness that enters you or any hard things that you move through that are surrounding you, you have the power to take those in, to allow them to exist, and the power to share your light with them, to maybe shine some light in the darkness so it's a little bit less scary. And not to erase all darkness or to totally rid yourself of everything bad or rid the world of everything bad, but to just bring more awareness to your light and let your light maybe shine a bit brighter. And knowing that at times the darkness will be brighter, or darker, I guess. Just knowing at times, sometimes the darkness will be heavier, will overtake you. And that doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. It doesn't mean that you're off the right course or that you're being punished for anything. But it is simply just part of the waves of life. And the best reminder that I say for this all the time is the moon. And we just had a super moon, a full moon. So there are times when we feel like that full moon, and we are totally illuminated by our soul, by the sun. And we feel bright, we feel connected, we feel like we can share our brightness through the dark night and share that with others, lead the way with others through the darkness, just like the full moon does. And then there are other times where we feel more like a new moon, where we are not really reflecting any light at all, and we are totally consumed by darkness. We're still there. We're still physically there, but we're just not reflecting any light from the sun or from our soul. And that is simply just the cycles of life, the cycles of the moon, the phases of the moon. We are not meant to escape these phases and never be in total darkness ever again. We are simply meant to be and experience whatever phase we are in, knowing that the next phase is just around the corner. And we would not know true lightness and brightness and happiness without knowing true darkness and sadness and maybe a sense of disconnection. And just reminding yourself to be so, so kind to yourself when you are in these darker phases, knowing it does not say anything about you or who you are or your character. It just simply means that you are human. It is a reminder of your humanness. And that for as long as we are in these bodies, we will move through human emotions, human phases, and we are not meant to stop or be all light all the time or just put love and light on everything. We're just meant to experience what presents itself to you as it does so. And the more time you spend being kind to yourself and being in these more quiet moments of listening, of feeling, the more maybe patience you have with yourself and others as we move through these cycles. You can erase that whole layer of feeling like you should feel something different, or I should be grateful, I should be happy, but I feel sad and upset. So whenever you catch those phrases coming up for you, just reminding yourself that whatever you are feeling is what you should be feeling. And the quicker you can feel these things, the quicker they will move on. So I'm reading now from Inward by Yung Pueblo. You can just continue to feel and soften your body and allow anything you hear that resonates to just be enhanced within you. We carry our attachments and pain in our bodies. As we let them go, our bodies change. A body is a field of moving energy and a system of information. As life continues its fluctuations, we tend to gather attachments, burdens, and sorrows. We hold them so tightly that they become embedded in the body, causing blockages and disruptions in the flow of our system, which can limit access to the best possible version of ourselves. This sometimes manifests as ailments or disease, as well as a lack of belief in our own power and a lack of understanding of the universe. But when we use purifying healing techniques, the body begins releasing these knots of attachment, allowing our field of energy to return to balance and move more freely and powerfully. This causes changes in our body, not just physical, such as healing of disease or ailments, but immaterial and internal changes as well, such as believing in oneself more, the growth of love, and the aspiration to grow into wisdom. Really, there is no separation between the mind and the body. They move together as one under the leadership of our mental contents. And something I want to add there is just that not all diseases are caused by emotional things, genetics, and science are real. But they can help with coping. If you spend too long not letting yourself be creative, you can literally start feeling sick because you were born to create. Let it flow and do not overthink it. I am not fully healed. I am not fully wise. I am still on my way, but what matters is that I'm moving forward. There is an important difference between dwelling in misery and understanding that on the path of healing, things will come up that sometimes cause us to feel the old emotions and patterns that we are working on letting go. There is great power in honoring the reality of our current emotions, not feeding them or making them worse, but simply recognizing that this is what has arisen in this present moment, and that this will also change. When we create this space within ourselves, a space of calmness that is undisturbed by the storm tends to pass more quickly. Practicing such profound honesty within ourselves helps in all facets of internal and external life. There is no real freedom without honesty. And without honesty, there can be no peace of mind. Healing ourselves isn't about constantly feeling bliss. Being attached to bliss is a bondage of its own. Trying to force ourselves to be happy is counterproductive because it suppresses the sometimes tough reality of the moment, pushing it back within the depths of our being instead of allowing it to arise and release. Healing ourselves is the personal movement we embark on to let go of all the conditioning that limits our freedom. In this journey, there will undoubtedly be moments of bliss and difficulty. Real happiness and wisdom grow from the reality we experience, not from the fleeting moments of bliss that we feel. Just take the next few moments to really sit with yourself in the space that you're in. See if there's anything else you can soften physically within the body, any other areas that maybe you could let go a little bit more. And just remind yourself that anything you hear today and throughout your life that really feels like it resonates with you is just when you hear on the outside what some part of you already knows to be true on the inside. So just letting these truths be enhanced within you, just so that you feel a little bit more confidence to act on these truths. If it feels like something you would like to do today, you can just let your hands find each other in a prayer position towards heart center. As you just feel your heartbeat into your thumbs and your palms beating into each other. As you just remind yourself again of all of this power, all of this love you have access to right here. There is no need for you to go out and earn any more love, as you have all of the love right here. So we can instead go out and share this and watch it naturally multiply around us. Taking one final deep breath into your body and letting yourself fill up to every corner and edge of you. And as you exhale, just letting go fully, letting go of anything you're ready to let go of as you allow your head to gently bow. And just bowing to the source of energy that allows your heart to beat, whatever you believe that to be. Bowing to everyone else in this space who has listened and completed this practice right alongside you. And finally bowing to yourself for choosing to show up today and taking the time out of your busy life for this pure act of self-love and self-care. May this act continue to heal you through the rest of your days and nights. And may you bring the same love and understanding to everything you do and to everyone that you see. Thank you.